Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're diving deep into one of the Apothecary Diaries' most captivating mysteries, the true identity of the enigmatic Jinshi. For a long time, he's been presented as a beautiful, high-ranking eunuch. But as the anime progresses, layer after layer of his carefully constructed persona is peeled back to reveal a much grander truth. Get ready, because we're about to break down every clue and revelation, showing how Maomao and viewers alike slowly piece together who Jinshi really is. From the very beginning, Jinshi stood out. His authority seemed to extend far beyond that of a typical eunuch, and his presence always hinted at something more. Let's rewind to some early, subtle hints from Season 1. We first see glimpses of Jinshi's unusual power when Maomao is laid off from the rear palace. Jinshi, despite his eunuch status, could have simply ordered her to stay. He later feels guilt-tripped by Lady Yokuyo for releasing her, implying he had the authority to retain her all along. Later, Jinshi's sheer presence is so striking that he needs Maomao's expert help to create a disguise just to walk around town. She has to alter his appearance, scent, and even his voice, noting he's too beautiful to hide his identity in a simple disguise. Who would require that much concealment unless they held a truly important station? Maomao herself questions why Jinshi, being a eunuch, needs to perform purification rituals before being assigned to long-term work. This highlights her own internal doubts about his true status. Perhaps the most shocking revelation for Maomao comes when she observes Jinshi closely after Lady Aduo leaves the rear palace. Seeing them face to face, she formulates a dangerous theory that there might have been a baby swap at birth. She connects this explosive possibility to her adoptive father Luomen's expulsion from the palace. She contemplates that if Jinshi were truly Lady Aduo's child, he would actually be the current emperor's firstborn son, making him the rightful crown prince. This is a massive, dangerous theory for Maomao to even consider. Beyond this insight, the anime explicitly states that Jinshi, burdened by political tensions and his complicated feelings toward Maomao, continues to suppress his identity as a man and his age to remain in the rear palace. His political influence is also hinted at during the spring party. The presentation of the blue roses is framed as his opportunity to stand his ground in front of the emperor, as he is surrounded by tricky, envious rivals. These early clues begin to paint a picture of someone far more important than he appears, but the true nature of his lineage starts to become clearer in Season 2. While Maomao's early speculation hinted at a baby swap, later events clarify Jinshi's precise imperial lineage. In a pivotal moment, he has a childhood dream where he recalls an old man being taken away by an angry old woman, his father and grandmother, respectively. More importantly, he's told that the man he believed was his father was actually his brother. This positions him as the current emperor's younger brother and the son of the former emperor. Further cementing this, Maomao, reflecting on Empress Dowager Anshi's age at conception, dangerously questions the true parentage of the emperor's brother. The emperor himself takes Jinshi and Maomao to the Shrine of Choosing, a place where emperors were once selected through a test. He has Jinshi take this test, guided by Maomao. Maomao observes this, realizing she no longer sees him as just the emperor's favorite eunuch. Jinshi's close connection to the former emperor is solidified when Maomao discovers a poisonous pebble in his old toy box. Jinshi recalls the former emperor dropping this very pebble during a visit, making him question if a hidden painting related to the emperor's death was truly of his mother. All these breadcrumbs lead us to the explosive climax of Season 2, where Jinshi's true identity is finally, undeniably revealed. During a hunting trip to the northern province, Jinshi prepares to reveal his true status to Maomao when assassins attack him using feifas. It's in the aftermath, trapped in a cave with Maomao, that Jinshi tries once again to reveal his secret. The very episode title itself, Kazuigetsu, directly unveils his birth name. This isn't just any name, it's a royal name, as only two people in the land have the character Ka, the emperor and Jinshi. Gaoshan hopes Maomao learns this secret, confirming Jinshi is Kazuigetsu and his status is paramount as the emperor's brother. Lakan, Maomao's biological father, openly acknowledges Jinshi's royal status by explicitly asking him to mobilize the Forbidden Army against the Shi rebellion. This is a massive step. This army can only be commanded by the emperor or his imperial brother. The most dramatic confirmation comes during the assault on the Shi stronghold. Jinshi appears leading the imperial army, clad in purple and navy armor, revealing his true royal identity as Kazuigetsu. Witnessing this, Maomao finally realizes he is the crown prince. However, Jinshi immediately informs her that he's no longer the crown prince, as Lady Gyokuyo has just given birth to a new heir. By the end of Season 2, Jinshi's true position is no longer hidden, even if it is never openly stated. Lady Gyokuyo is named Empress, and her newborn son becomes the new crown prince. With the burden of immediate succession lifted, Jinshi continues his role within the court, now bearing a scar that Maomao herself calls manly, acknowledging that he is more than just his beauty. Yet, one possibility remains quietly unresolved. If the baby swap were ever confirmed to be true, Jinshi would not simply be the emperor's younger brother. He would instead be the emperor's firstborn son, the rightful crown prince by birth. In that case, his position would not be automatically replaced by the birth of a younger heir.